Okay, so I can't get the fucking actual Konami site to load, so we're jumping in here. Forbidden, Lacrima, Appaloosa, King Calamity, Beatrice, all very good hits. I don't think anyone liked Lacrima just burning for 1200. Appo and Beatrice enabled and protected a lot of really degenerate things. And I know firsthand how degenerate Hot Red Dragon Arching King Calamity can be. So not, the only surprising thing is Lacrima going, just because it's like a really new card. I didn't think they would actually directly hit Fiendsmith at all. So that is surprising. See, we got Ava, Ash, and Poplar to one. Ava, I don't think matters at all. The Gimmick Puppet of Strings, I assume, is a hit to Gimmick Puppet FTK. Poplar and Ash to one are pretty good. Probably still not gonna kill the deck, all things considered, but at least like the negates on Ash will actually matter. Branded Fusion to one is surprising. Especially since they didn't ban Sanctifier or Gimmick Puppet Nightmare. Um, so that's surprising. Opening the Spirit Gates, I kind of saw this coming. They probably don't want to hit Yubel directly, but hitting this to one does hurt their consistency a lot. Pot of Prosperity is, I think it's weird, but I also get it. Sangen Summoning, OCG already did this, so that's, not too surprising. Grass is very cool. I'm definitely excited for Grass. Might make my Infernoid build a little better. Skill Drain to one. No one likes this fucking card. I'm surprised they didn't just ban it outright, but I mean, at one, I guess it does track with a lot of the other Floodgates. Blaster, Redux, Tempest, and Tidal to two. That's really fun. Lunalight Tiger to two. I like that. This hasn't done anything in ages, so I think this can just probably go back to three, and it won't make a difference. Plus, if they want to make Lunalight get support later on, they kind of need the extra copies of this, unless they give them better pendulums. But Colossus to two. I don't think this really saw too much play. So it's kind of whatever. I mean, it's a little concerning because now you have to out two of them potentially, but I'm pretty sure the summon is once per turn, so it's not too bad, all things considered. Ib didn't do anything at one. Again, this probably could have just gone to three, and it wouldn't make a difference. Arma to three, I like him. Red Rose Dragon, buff to Dragon Link, at the very least. Kieran to three is kind of scary, but also kind of cool. Plushfire to three, I'm glad this went straight to three and not to one like OCG. I think this can be kind of some fun tools for pendulums. Fairy Dragon, it's once per turn now, so that doesn't matter. Denglong, again, no one's playing Denglong at one or two, so at three it doesn't matter. Time Seal is... No one's playing Time Seal, but from a design perspective, I just don't like this card. Um, I don't think this kind of effect should be in the game, because in the best case scenario, it is stopping the opponent from playing entirely because they don't have any cards in their hand. Again, I know this isn't gonna actually show up in competitive play. It's more just a matter of principle. I don't think this card should have existed in the first place. Especially since I'm pretty sure it came out around the same time as Yada, and Yada was bannably strong as well for the longest time. Yada's probably a little easier to work with because there's actual spirit support. Time Seal is a little weird. Yeah, I think overall, I think this is probably a really good list. I would have liked to see Sanctifier go, but maybe Branded Fusion to one is enough to kind of curb the Gimmick puppet lock. Um, who knows, right? I'm not super familiar with the Gimmick Puppet FTK build, so I'm not sure how much these two hits matter, the Gimmick Puppet strings and Dark Strings. I'm not sure how big those are, but I imagine at the very least you can still play like an OTK build with Gimmick Puppets. You can still play like the Gimmick Puppet deck. And I guess unfortunately Nightmare is still legal, so you can puppet lock in Gimmick Puppets still. I'm pretty sure because I'm sure like one or two of them. I'm pretty sure one or two of them summon to the opponent's field. So yeah, there's that's still a problem that we're gonna have to deal with, but I'm also surprised Flamberge's Dragon didn't get touched. I mean, obviously, I think Ash is the bigger card, but I will also say I would have liked to see Zealantis and Masquerena also get banned because they're just not fun to play against anymore. Um, like Zealantis just does degenerate things, and it's not really interactive in the slightest. Um, usually it's just done to trigger like Promethean Princess, or you're doing like I've seen someone use it with the I think it's like Totem Golem. If it's someone with 5 monsters, you board wipe your opponent or something crazy like that. There's there's a lot of just weird like ninjas. Ninja Grandmaster Hanzo is not once per turn, so if you can special summon him, he gets another search. I know ninjas are not competitive level deck. It's just an example. Um, and then also it's not a well designed card because it just lets you turn a link 4 into a link 4, and that's historically been kind of broken, which is why they haven't really done it too much. Um, so yeah, I think overall though this I like the rulers coming back. Again, I think like all of these probably should have just gone to 3. But I understand they don't want to move stuff too fast in case it is a problem. So we'll see. I don't think Dragon Ruler as a deck is really viable. Like it's the only thing it's done on Duel Links or not Duel Links, Master Duel, is like spam Galaxy Tomahawk for Link summons, which ooh, it's so scary. Um, and then there's I mean, I guess you can play. What else can you? On Master Duel, they still have Kashtira Rise Heart, I believe, unless they ban. I haven't kept up with Master Duel as much, so yeah. I'd say it's a solid list. Probably not as much Scorched Earth as I was expecting them to do. But they definitely, I think this is satisfactory overall. Like, it does address some of the more egregious problems with the format, and I do kind of think they did give us some stuff to kind of play around with, um, which is kind of nice. Normally we don't get as much off the list. Um, I also Protoss and Shifter are not on here either. I don't think they should have unbanned Protoss at all, but now that he's dodged on our list, yay. um, yeah, I don't know. I'll have to think about it some more, but I think generally this is a good list. Um, I'm just not entirely sure what my issues beyond the stuff I've already said would be. Like, I don't know if there's any sort of major things that should have happened. We'll have to see. Obviously, it's very much first thoughts on this, so we'll see if Fiendsmith Snake Eye is still playable. Excuse me. Um, I do think Lacrima going is going to hurt Fiendsmith a bit. Um, but obviously I don't think the deck is dead by any means. Honestly, I kind of feel like they probably saw this coming and they're like, we're making it common. That way they can just ban it and just be done with it. Which sucks. Like I imagine, like I feel like if he didn't have the burn effect, he probably would have been fine. Like that's the only problem with that card I have is that he has the stupid 1200 damage. And beyond that, like the card is fine, but they're like, oh, we got to seek a burn effect on because reasons. Yeah, would be nice also to see them kind of try and address the time issues in tournaments as well, but that's a separate discussion. So yeah, that I think is gonna do it. I can't really think of anything else to say. So yeah, if you enjoyed this and you want to see more, if you enjoy the progression series videos so far, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye bye.